Nashville. I'm Rebecca from Riverbend Nurseries. It's that time of the year where we are starting to get our gardens ready for spring. I am in my own backyard today and I'm going to be sharing with you tips on how to prepare your garden for spring planting. First off, it's always a great idea before you start planting anything in a new planting season to just take some mild dishwashing detergent and clean your pruning shears, your rakes, anything, your hand trowels, anything that you use to plant with. Go ahead and clean that really well before you get started. If you've got any that need to be replaced, go ahead and go out to the store and replace those so that you've got a fresh, clean slate to get started with in terms of tools for planting season. After you've cleaned up your gardening tools, you want to start cleaning up your gardening beds. So you're going to want to rake out any sort of leaves that have fallen from deciduous plants, any sort of debris that might be gathered on the ground where your mulch is of your gardening beds. Go ahead and get all of that out so that you're not going to have any disease down there. No insects are hiding underneath leaves or anything like that. That's also a place where funguses and molds can grow, things like that can have accumulated over winter. So go ahead and just rake out your gardening bed so that you have a clean, fresh slate ready to start planting or just remulching. Next up, and this is especially true if you have fruit trees, but we do it on every plant pretty much that we have at the nursery. Next up, we use dormant oil at the nursery at this time of the year. Dormant oil is a all-natural horticultural oil that is you spray on your plants and your trees. Is going to help to kill any sort of larvae or bugs that may be starting to come on your trees or shrubs to harm them later on in springtime. This is especially true if you have fruit trees. You really need to spray them with dormant oil. The great thing about dormant oil is that it's all natural. Like I said, it's not harmful to any sort of pollinators, so it does not hurt our bee population or butterflies, anything like that. And it's safe for pets and children to be around, so you don't have to worry about them when you're spraying it. You want to spray it at this time of the year because if you wait and do it when the temperatures have heated up a whole lot, it's actually going to burn your plant, and so it burns the leaves and everything. So go ahead and do it now while the weather's still a little bit chilly, and feel free to go ahead and do it on deciduous plants. Even though they don't have any leaves on them, go ahead and do it on the stems and everything. We sell dormant oil at the nursery, and we can also give you further instructions on how to apply it at the nursery. Number 4, go ahead and start pruning any sort of deciduous plants. Deciduous trees, deciduous shrubs, you can go ahead and start pruning those now. The exception is do not prune any spring blooming shrubs or trees. I repeat, do not prune any spring blooming shrubs or trees. If you do that now, you're going to obviously cut off any buds, any blooms that are going to be happening. You want to prune deciduous trees and shrubs like dogwoods, redbuds, forsythia, flowering quince, things like that. You want to prune those after they have finished blooming in springtime. So just right after is when you want to prune those plants. Next, number 5, you want to start fertilizing. Yay! So you're going to fertilize trees and shrubs around mid to late February, and this is weather dependent. So if we are having ice and snow, which we sometimes get, of course, at this time of the year, do not fertilize. Just wait a little bit longer until early March, once the temperatures get mild again. But if the weather is mild and things are looking good, then go ahead and start fertilizing your deciduous and evergreen trees and shrubs and perennials. That's totally fine to go ahead and do. And last but certainly not least, number 6, come on by the nursery. We would love to see you. It is a great time of the year to start getting ideas on what you want to plant this spring. If you're not planning to plant, it's still just a great time to get ideas. Think about maybe what you might want to plant another year. Get answers to your gardening questions that you may have. Not everything is going to be in bloom right now, of course, since we're still in winter, but it's a great time to look at winter interest plants. You can also see spring blooming plants, summer blooming plants, how they look in the winter time. There are many plants that actually bloom in winter or have winter interest, and so adding a few of those intermingled into your garden can create a beautiful 4-season garden, which is something we always recommend at the nursery because it just allows you to enjoy your garden year-round. So you guys, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Please ask us any questions below and have a wonderful day.